This is a video showing the integration with Wildix and Halo PSA. So to start with, if I initiate a call into the phone system, so we can see in the bottom right hand corner a little pop-up appears indicating an incoming call with the phone number and the contact of the incoming call. So I can click on the green icon here to answer the call. Okay, so the call is now answered. So we have various options. So the first option here, the red icon here, is to end the call. We can click on the hold call. So if I do that now, this puts the call on hold, and then I can then resume the call. The next icon is related to transferring of calls. So if I click on that icon, so first of all, I can see a list of people in the same department as me. So these people are in the same department, and you can see their status with the little icon, so green indicating they're available. And then there's the option here to either bridge transfer the call to that extension or to forward the call straight through to that extension. So those are people in the same department, but there's also an others drop down here, and this is everybody else on the phone system. So again, we can see their status, and I can select somebody, and then I can bridge and transfer that call to them. So that's bridging and transferring. There's also a dial pad here. So in the scenario when you're making an outbound call and it says press 1 for sales, 2 for support, you can click on the dial pad here and you can press 1, etc. Okay, so the key icon here is the first one, which is the little avatar icon. And if we click on the avatar icon here, then it takes us straight into that particular customer record in Halo PSA. So here's that contact, here's all their details, and their personal details on the right hand side here. So I can then also click on the red icon here to end the call. Okay, so I'll just run through that one more time. So if we just go back to the home screen, okay, if I initiate a call, so here's the pop-up appearing. So this time, rather than answering the call, we can go straight on the avatar icon. So this takes us straight into the customer record, and then we can then answer the call. And again, we can then end the call. So that's screen popping for incoming calls. There's also then outbound calls. So if I then hover over a phone number in the CRM tool here, I can click on this pop-up, and that then initiates an outbound call to that contact. So I can then answer that call, and then we can drop that call. And similarly, if I go to the users section here, and I can scroll down to our contact I've created here, hover over here, and then click on the pop-up, and it will then initiate an outbound call, which I'll then answer, and then we can drop the call. So that's screen popping from outbound calls. There's also a dial pad up here. So if you have a manual touchscreen, you can manually type in the numbers here. So I'll do that as an example, and then call, and then that initiates our outbound call. Or with that popper here, you can also then manually type in a number as well, and then click call, and that initiates that outbound call. Okay, so that's the integration of Wildix and Halo PSA. We have screen pop for incoming calls, click to dial option, and also a dial pad for dialing out.